values. We are on the refining moment. What are we going to be talking about tonight?
We're going to be talking about, by the grace of God, how to overcome your dejections. And I believe some people are going through what we call dejection, which I'm going to be enumerating over time here. And then we're going to look at the principle, the tenet, and how we can deal with what is called dejection. Years ago, a matter of just maybe last year, I had a encounter with a young man who visited our church, and God used us to kind of give a word into his life about a certain ordeal he was going through. And I remember after that time he left because he was not a member of our church anyway. And then I think a year later I heard again that he committed suicide.
Wow.
He committed suicide, and I was so flabbergasted. I was dazed to hear such thing. You know what really taught me about this young man? Number one, he's well schooled, educated. I mean, he has MSc, master's degree in science, and then he studied from one of the best university in Nigeria.
Wow. And
then not only that, he's married with a kid, and then listen to me, is a senior lecturer in a polytechnic somewhere across this country. And then he's doing very, very fine. And I was shocked to hear that he committed suicide.
What was the reason?
Now, I remember the first time I prayed for him, and God told me, young man, it's like something is wrong with you. You are about killing yourself. He said, yes, sir. And you know what he told me then? He said, and I asked him, why exactly do you want to kill yourself? Because by the grace of God, I'm a prophet as well. So he said, because I was actually frustrated because some people I really look up to did certain things I don't like, and it seems they don't like me, and based on that I really feel like killing myself. So I counseled him never to do that, and I prayed for him. And then I came up then with an understanding by the Spirit of God that most people tend to ruin their life based on the ground of dejection. And what is dejection? Dejection is when you begin to experience what we call rejection, probably from people, from loved ones, from people you look up to, maybe as leaders or as spouse or whoever, and then suddenly they turn out, to a kind of look down,
turn their back
on you, excommunicate you from their company, and then you feel so isolated, and then you decide to succumb to pressure of a kind of undermining the value of who you are, and begin to feel I'm nothing, and there's nothing good about me, and then the next thing that comes to your mind, I'm good for nothing. That's actually what dejection does. It makes you feel you are good for nothing. You are good for nothing. But I want to tell somebody tonight that it doesn't matter how you are really good for something.
Amen.
And as we go on tonight, you're going to know that you are really good for something.
Amen.
I will show you how you're going to overcome dejection tonight by the grace of God.
Amen. When you mention like when friends turn their back on you, I can actually personally relate with that one.
Okay.
I've had a situation where I had so many friends, and all of a sudden I went through some issues in life, and I didn't even hear from them anymore. And honestly, although yes, the suicide part did not come up at that time, but I felt really, really bad about it. So I can relate to what you're saying, sir. We are talking about dejection. Please go ahead, sir.
Good, thank you. Now I want to emphasize here that every human being have to understand at certain point of your life, some people may appreciate you, and at some point the same people who appreciate you may not later appreciate you. Your mind should be prepared for that. There is one thing I'm going to tell you today you must never forget in your life. You are not going to be a fan of everybody. You are not going to be a fan of everybody. You better understand that if you are looking for a day that the whole world will love you, that day has never come. You better understand that some people will love you in life while some people may not really love you. Now, something in you, somebody will desire, another person may definitely not desire that thing. And so your mind should be prepared. And when your mind is prepared, dejection will not take over your heart. At some point when it seems some people don't like you or don't really appreciate you, you don't have to feel bad about it. It's just a sign that such people are no longer relevant in your life, or you are no more meant for such people. And in that case, you just need to find your way out of their life. Now listen carefully to me, just the way you know products. I am sure that there are products that you love as an individual.
Yes,
and when you go out there, you will discover that there are products that you don't like, and that's someone's favorite. And that's important. Just for example, so many times I walk into the supermarket. I remember one of those days I went to the supermarket and I just saw a product. I said, Kai, I don't like this product. And you know what? Somebody came right beside me and said, this is just what I've been looking for. And I was shocked. This is what I said I don't like. And somebody walked up and said, this is just what I've been looking for. Now, one of the reasons why people go through dejection in life is when they are too emotional and concerned about everybody loving them, desiring them. So it's true that we desire to be loved, but the reality is that everybody will not love you. The same way you receive praise, admiration, you also receive frustration and criticism from other set of people. So now if you have to measure the level of those who don't like you in correspondence to the level of those who like you, you are likely to suffer dejection. You don't need to bother yourself with those who don't like you. I think your focus to be those who really desire you, because those who desire you are those you are meant for. They are the ones you are created for. Stay focused with such people. Reach out to them, give your best to them, and neglect those you are not sent to. Maybe somebody else is sent to them, because we can't be made for everyone. We are made for specific people. So when you have this understanding, you are likely to overcome dejection at some frequency. So I think that's one of the powerful key first that you must know about overcoming dejection. If a man just said to you as a girl, get out, I don't need you anymore in my life, just look at that man and tell him, thank you, it's because your time in my life is up. You are no longer relevant. So if James tell you he's no more interested in you, tell James God has prepared Ebenezer somewhere who will just appreciate me. So I want all the young ladies to know that also, because most times they suffer dejection when a young man look at them and tell them, I don't need you anymore. I'll find Betty. Oh, that's good. Let him find Betty. You also let him know that somebody else will find you. You will be more appropriate and accurate for somebody. And that's how you can deal with dejection. So you don't sit down and begin to cry and say, why me? Oh God, why did James reject me? Oh God, I'm frustrated. I'm so down. He has shattered my life. He hasn't shattered your life in any way. If James is not meant for you, there is nothing you can do about it. Let him get out of your life and just wait and see. There is an Ebenezer, there is an Andrew somewhere that God has prepared for you that will tell you you are just the best woman I've ever seen in my life. And that's the same you that somebody has just turned down. See, that's how you overcome dejection. Just tell yourself, if somebody don't like me, another person will like me. If somebody said is expired of having me, someone will just say, I am expired now to have you. That's how you overcome it. That's how you overcome it. So don't kill yourself. Don't feel frustrated. Don't let this emasculate you. Don't let this keep you behind the doors and you're perplexed, you're thwarted in your mentality, you're crumbling your emotion, and you're weeping all the time, crying, oh God, why is it that people don't like me? Why is it that everybody don't like me? No, that's a lie of the devil. Some people like you. I want to tell somebody tonight who has been hearing from everyone they don't like you, hear me. Paul Joshua love you. I celebrate who you are. I appreciate who you are. It doesn't matter your weakness. It doesn't matter your inadequacies. You are an important vessel. So please don't let anyone crumble your mentality to the spirit of dejection where you feel you are no longer insignificant or relevant. You are absolutely relevant to some people. And I believe, as I've just spoken to you right away, your mindset will change. And I want you right away where you are listening to me to begin to scream, jump, and tell yourself, I am important in case I am impotent for somebody else. I am important to another person. I mean a lot to someone if you don't like me. And that's how you celebrate your value. That's how people really at last turn out to even regret that they turn you down at some point in your life. Because once you let people see that you are frustrated by a statement they make to you, then get ready to receive more of it. But even when people try to look down on you and mess you up and you treat it like trash as though it's nothing, I bet you have overcome dejection that way. Somebody look at you and say you are not beautiful. Tell the person your eyes is not seeing well. I think your retina needs some structural adjustment.
You need to go to the optician.
Thank you. Go to the optician and let them check your eyes for you properly. Somebody look at you and say, you are too fat. Tell the person that's the best person you can ever see. I want to tell you something, that some men like me like fat women. I had some people say they like lepa, but I want to tell you, Pastor Paul don't like lepa. I want fat people. And listen, not only me, I believe a lot of people are like that. So no matter how you are designed for someone, please.
Wow.
You are designed for someone. Celebrate yourself. Don't give yourself to dejection.
It is the refining moment. Hello, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Grace. I'm calling from Egbeda.
It's nice having you on the show. Please go ahead. Pastor Joshua is listening.
Good evening, Pastor.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good to hear your voice.
I thank God for the Spirit of God upon your life.
Praise God.
This message is for me.
Oh, praise God.
I'm going through the same process you mentioned of. But I thank God that you have lifted my spirit.
That's very good.
Hallelujah.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. I'm happy to hear that. Please stay up, stay strong. Don't let anybody frustrate your mentality, okay? Stay strong. No matter what you are going through, if someone don't like you, be sure another person like you. The whole world is not designed to love you, but some set of people that are important to your life are designed to appreciate you. So if somebody say you are not good for him, just don't mind that folk. There's somebody else again that will just tell you you are the best person in the world. So don't ever at any point be dejected. You are an important vessel. God bless you.
Thank you so much for calling.
What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul? What wondrous love is this that calls?